The holidays can be stressful for some, and research shows that domestic violence rates go up when there's stress in the home. News 2's Mark Kelly asked the clinical director at Volunteer Behavioral Health how we should navigate the stressful parts of this joyful season.
What's that message you want to put out there when it comes to that other side of the holidays too that maybe a lot of us don't talk about?
Domestic violence, some studies say it rises 20% in the month of December. And so there's lots of things that can contribute to that. Again, people being at home, financial stress, even people maybe drinking more than usual because they're off work. So all of those can be triggers for domestic violence or intimate partner violence.
And there's all different types of domestic violence. It's not just physical. Can you kind of take me through some of the different types that someone could experience?
Like you said, it's not just physical violence. There's emotional, where someone might be controlling with their actions. There's verbal, where someone might be yelling, screaming, throwing things just to try to intimidate their partner. And so again, it's not just physical. So some people think, oh, I'm not in a domestic violence relationship because they've never hit me. But there's so much more to it than that.
Talk about some of your advice for families who are divorced and how to navigate that over the holidays.
Usually maybe drop-offs are done at the school so the parents never see each other. And so during the holidays, there's a lot of people that split Christmas or split Christmas Eve. And so really just making sure that you're in a calm state of mind, reminding yourself like you're there for your child. And if you don't feel safe, bring somebody along, someone that's not going to trigger your partner or ex-partner, but someone that, will help you feel safe and you can just be there. Always meet in a public location. You can always do a drop off at a police station or something like that, because we want everyone to be safe this season.
If you think you might be a victim of domestic violence and maybe you're not sure, maybe you've been in the situation for quite a while and it's just kind of you've become accustomed to it, what do you recommend that person does?
So there is the National Domestic Violence Hotline that they can call. There's also a website. In Nashville, there's also the Office of Safety that someone can just go up to and like talk to a trained professional just about their options and then different resources that are there for them. At Volunteer Behavioral Health, we offer therapy services. We're community mental health agencies. We have therapy, we have case management and medication management. So we're more than happy to help someone that may have gotten out of a domestic violence situation and help them process their emotions and how to move forward with that. Those are just some of the services that we provide.
Now, Tucker says it's important to note that men can also be victims of domestic violence.